What's up, guys? This is Crypto Made Clear, talking to you today about 4 different avenues for passive income. These are effectively interest rate accounts within crypto. These four are probably the top four that I'd be looking at if you're looking at making your crypto do something during a time of sort of where it's sitting dormant. So I'll get into that in a second. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I held, the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each of these when I release videos about them, you still hold that crypto, you'd be in profit for over 32.5 grand. These are the coins I spoke about on my other channel, Crypto with James. If you're new to crypto, bear in mind that fundamentally we're probably going to be heading towards a bear cycle very, very soon. That is an opportunity to pick up cryptos at discounts. I've been picking out cryptos for the last few years that I'm really excited about. And when I think that they can do gains of 20 times, 40 times, 50 times, 100 times, I'm going to be sharing them with the members, like I did when I talked about Phantom, which is still up 197 times. So if you want to learn about the coins I'm interested in, click the link in the description and check it out. Right. There are 4 different passive income streams worth considering. BlockFi is one. Now, I do want to sort of point something out, and that is America currently have the SEC going after particular exchanges that are offering interest accounts. So if you're an American citizen, you're going to struggle with some of these. Like Celsius is no longer an option for you. You can only do that if you're an accredited investor. So that means you have to have a net worth of about $1 million, or you have to have a consistent annual income of a couple $100,000. So basically, if you're rich, you can continue getting richer, but if you're not, you can't. It's a ridiculous scenario. And that's the case with Celsius, and I believe BlockFi now. But anyway, I'm going to talk about these because you might not be American if you're watching. Okay, so BlockFi interest accounts have not been registered in the Securities Act and may not be offered in the US. So yeah, US citizens can't use this. Insanity. So basically, if you are not in the US, this might be one that you want to consider. So they offer multiple different cryptos, and what you can see is the general interest rates that you can earn. So if you want to look at the potential interest accounts, because that's what you'd be looking at, then you can look at multiple different ones. They have actually almost gone out of their way to make things a little trickier. So even if we're just doing this based off of, there we go. So you're earning 7%. So you're going to have 7.25% on the US on the dollar, basically on a crypto dollar, which is GUSD. And they've obviously got variations of that. They've got USDT, but 7.25%. And then if you're holding Bitcoin, if you're holding $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, you might be able to get yourself, or if you're holding 1,000 Bitcoin, so you'd be able to get 0.91. So really shy percentages for Bitcoin. Better for Ethereum, that's 0.25%, and so on and so on. So they're not amazing for BlockFi. Up to 11% APY in crypto. So that depends on the one you're picking. I'm presuming that's Avalanche. Avalanche offered pretty decent returns. So yeah, that's 100. So that's 10%. Presumably, if it's compounded, then it becomes 11. Celsius is another one. Celsius is pretty damn good. Unfortunately, again, not if you're American. This is the problem that currently is occurring with the SEC and general American government right now, and it is it's removing opportunities for American citizens, unfortunately, but that is the situation, so you can't ignore it, because if you notice US rates, USDC, let's pick out one. So that's 7.1%. But that doesn't matter where you are. It's 7.1%, which isn't bad. Again, it's not actually as good as BlockFi, and it used to be far better. It used to be 8.88%, but decent in terms of, again, when you're looking at what you're getting in a bank account, which presumably is 0.01%, significantly better. At least this is almost keeping up with inflation. And again, they've got a number of different crypto opportunities that you can consider, from Ethereum, Bitcoin Dash, Binance, Binance, my brain, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, Zcash, XRP, Stellar, OMG, a lot of stable coins, Pax Gold. They have plenty of options. So there's a lot of opportunities there. Again, not too bad. Voyager now, unless something has changed, I believe American citizens can use Voyager. I believe, but they are in the past couple of months they've really gone after interest accounts. It's like, unless you're an accredited investor, that's the key thing. If you're an accredited investor, if you're earning tons of money, you can earn more. But if you, the average person, want to earn more money, tough. That's not how life works. I know it's bullshit, but that's the scenario. So Voyager, you can earn up to about 12%. So we can have a look and see which ones are on offer. So see all rewards. That's probably quicker, isn't it? Polkadot 12%, Carver, USDC. That's actually better. So that USDC is just a coin pegged to the dollar. So that's 9%. That's actually pretty good. That's better, certainly better than the last two. Obviously, if you're American, check that you can do this, but 9% is pretty damn good. And then scales down for depending on the crypto itself. But there's a decent opportunity there. So one to consider. And the last one is Nexo. So again, Nexo has a ton of different cryptos that you can earn with. Again, you do have to check, because, like I say, the Celsius news came out literally in the past sort of month. So did the BlockFi. I don't know if rules have changed around Voyager or Nexo. So you do have to check that. I wouldn't, it's not worth you investing or putting money there if you're a US citizen. In fact, to be fair, even if you're a US citizen, you probably can't at this point. So USD coin. So let's say you start with 1,000. So yeah, I want to know 12 months. So 12 months, that's definitely the best. So that's 10.3% APY. Or 10, I mean, unless it, yeah, 10.37%, 10.377%. That's pretty damn good. That's the best so far. So Nexo is another opportunity. Double check if you can. It might be worth checking. In terms of if it's acceptable for you to do this in the US. Like I said, there's been real swift action taken by the SEC and the US government to stop your average citizen from having the opportunity to earn more money. Of course there has. That's the way the governments around the world work. I'm sure that will also come into fruition in the UK soon enough. But Nexo probably is the winner there. In terms of just a stable coin, I mean. Nexo wins. Voyager's second, BlockFi third, and Celsius fourth. Celsius has dropped. But those four, doesn't matter what crypto it is. I mean, check, like they all offer potentials here. Polkadot as an example. If it's $1,000 worth of Polkadot, you're going to get 13%. That's pretty damn good. 13%. So it looks like Nexo's probably the winner right now, just edging Voyager. So if you're interested in earning interest on the crypto, if you've got a very long-term plan in place for the crypto that you want to hold, then an interest account is probably the way to go. In terms of price appreciation, one thing I would point out, though, you are not in charge of your private keys when you join these places. So if they get hacked, you could lose what you hold, right? I know a lot of these are insured, but if you're not in charge of your private keys, you're not secure. That's one thing I would always point out. But it depends on the level of risk you're willing to take. Security should always be the number one priority, because your crypto could end up being worth 100 times what it is right now. But if you're looking for interest, those 4 are ones to look at. So I hope that was helpful. If you like the video, then like the video. Hit the bell notification, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when new content is coming out, and comment in the give me a comment, let me know which one you use, if you use any, and if there's any particular content you want to see. And that's it from me. And if you're new to crypto, which you probably are if you're watching this, come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell, how I'm seeing the markets right now, and not only that, the cryptos that I think are going to be beasts during a bear cycle. And the bear cycle is coming, guys. Make no mistake about it. And that's it. Take it easy. Bye-bye.